If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in advanced level where you are solving previous year IIT JEE questions on complex numbers. So today we will be solving question number 8b, 9a, 9b, 10a, 10b and then 10c. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. So now if you can see here, prove that these are numbers such that it is this and this is given. A series is given where A is less than. So if you open this series, this is like this. Now if you see all A are less than 2. So obviously this series will be, if it is equal to 2, then what you will put? You will put 2 here and you will say it is equal. Okay. But if it is less than 2, then also if you put 2, then you will say this series will be less than 2 into this. Because if you put 2, all these are less than 2, less than 2, less than 2. So if you are putting this, entire series will be less than 2 into this. So that means 1 is less than 2. So from that you will find some mod z is a GP series here. So you can find characteristics of mod z. So you can see that means 1 is less than this. So this is z into. Okay, now to make it more interesting, because you need to find mod z is also given less than 1, that is 1 by 3. So I can extend it, because if you are adding all these numbers z to up to z to the power, let me add it up to z to the power infinity. Let me continue it up to infinite. So if you are adding infinite times, then obviously it will be more than this. Here you are adding only n terms. You are adding all are positive, and you are adding more positive terms. So it will be more greater than this. So that means your 1 is less than this. Why I am going to this? Because this is infinite GP. This summation will give me a little smaller answer than this one. So this is a by 1 minus r. Because your mod z is less than 1, you can apply it. So from here you can see your z should be greater than this, but they have given this. So z there. So obviously there is no z exist which satisfies for less than 1 by 3. If it is greater than 1 by 3 and up to 1, then it is satisfying. But it is not satisfying for less than 3. So that's it is proved. Now if you come to 9a, omega is the imaginary cube root of unity. This is given. So now you can find 1 plus omega square is minus omega. This is omega cube. You can write cube into omega, that is 1 plus omega, that you put minus omega square. If you take minus 1 to the power and both sides get cancel, omega to the power, you can do it all these steps. Ultimately omega to the power m is 1. What is the smallest value of omega for which it is 1? 3. That is they are asking. Least positive integral values for which it is satisfied. This one also we have seen. Find the center of the radius of the circle, and radius of the circle determined by the complex number z satisfying this one is equal to k. We have already seen this one. Suppose this is 1 point alpha 1 alpha, that is alpha 1 plus alpha 2, alpha 1 comma alpha 2, beta 1 beta 2. So 1 is internal division, 1 is external division, and this was the ratio, k is to 1. This is k, this is 1. This is k, this is 1, or this is k, this is 1. So what was the center? This midpoint of this PQ. You take internal bisector of these two, you take external bisector of these two. You got PQ, you take midpoint of PQ, that is your center, that is done. And radius will be distance between these two, or distance between PQ, then you divide by 2. So this is nothing but internal division. Suppose this is the internal division of PQ, you can apply it, k into beta 1 plus 1 into alpha 1 divided by k plus 1, or you can write it in direct complex number. I can write k into z2 plus 1 into z1 divided by k plus 1, and this is external division, k into beta 1 minus alpha by k minus 1. So the midpoint will be equal to this plus this divided by 2. So this plus this divided by 2 means you have to take LCM of k plus 1, k minus 1, that is k square minus 1. Then you take product, ultimately you will get this one. Here also if you do the LCM you will get it. I am not showing it, it is easy. That's midpoint of these two. Now for radius, you can define the distance between PQ and then take the difference, distance between P and Q. Or you can find distance between C and P, center and the point P. This center and the point P, or this center and the point Q. So I think I have done here CP. You check this one, which one I have done. This, in short form I have written k square beta minus alpha. This is k square beta minus alpha by k square 1. And this point is k beta plus alpha by k minus 1, the modulus of these two. So you can take this one, you can take LCM, and then finally modulus will come like this. You can put it in alpha 1 beta 1 format also, whatever. It is looking quite jumbled because the values were not given. Had it been given alpha 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it would have been easy, small numbers will come. Now if you come to 10, the locus of z lies in the shaded region best represented by this. Z should lie here. So you can see this is a circle there, this distance are equal. This point is at 1, 0, I guess. This is at 1, 0. This is root 2 minus 1 root 2. This is root 2 plus 1 root 2. This length from minus 1 to 0 is fixed. You can see this distance is 2, this distance is 2, this distance is 2. So this is a circle because it is an arc they have already given in the figure. So its center is minus 1 0 and the radius you can find it out. This distance is all is equal to 2. So how does it represent? If you want to represent the entire circle, it is distance from minus 1 is 2. So it is z plus 1 is equal to 2. But you need the outside that circle. So your mod z plus 1 should be greater than 2. Equal to 2 means on the circle. If you do greater than 2, you will get outside. If you do less than, that is inside. So that means you got now the whole circle outside. But you need to segregate these two junctions. So you need to look about your argument. So the first job is done. That is, it should be greater than 2. So from here also you can see this answer will be A. By seeing only this one you can give the answer. No need to find anything. Mod z plus 1 should be greater than 2. Not z minus 1. Now you have to check the arguments also. The argument of this one and the argument of this one. Now if you check this argument, this tan theta 1. Suppose if I found this angle, I want to find it out. Let me see what is the argument. What is this angle? So this will be root 2, height is root 2. And then divided by this suppose somewhere 0 0 is here, this would be somewhere the x-axis y-axis. So the distance is from here to here, it is root 2 minus 1, and from here to here it is 1. So the distance is here root 2 minus 1 plus 1. So it is 1. That means the angle is 45. So and this angle is minus 45. So this argument of z, any point here, z minus this, that should be within this plus 45 or minus 45. Suppose if this is your z, so this is the directed vector, z minus this, so z minus this, that is z plus 1. Argument of this one should be lie between these two, plus 45 to minus 45. That means you can say mod argument of this z plus 1 magnitude should lie between pi by 4. Minus pi by 2, pi by 4 means its modulus, its absolute value should be less than pi by 4. Now if you come to 10b, a, b, c are the integers, or not all are equal. All cannot be equal, and omega is the cube root of unity. Then the minimum value of this. Now to find the minimum value of this, I have already shown you. Once you see this one, this formula I have shown you. This can be written as this one in the factorization method. So this is equal to given already here in the theory. You can see this one. These two are nothing but conjugate of one another. If it is z I take, then z bar is this one. Because bar of conjugate bar is omega square, conjugate of omega square is omega. Okay. So if you take product of these two, z into z bar, because you need to find the magnitude of z. So if you take product, then z bar magnitude will come, magnitude square. So if you take product, which one will come? This one will come. And this one already I have explained. You can write it as a sum of these three by multiplying by 2 and dividing by 2. I have proved it in quadratic equation. So this. So one thing is that to minimize it, all can be equal. If all is equal, because they are positive numbers, so it will be continuously increasing. So the minimum value it can have that all are 0. That means all are equal. But all are equal, it is not given in the question. So all cannot be equal. So the next thing you can do it, and they are also integer also. They cannot be fractions also. They are all integers also. Okay, so integers means the next thing you can do, suppose 2 are equal, a equal to b. Okay. Then what is the smallest difference between two integers? You can have b minus c, 1. If a is equal to b, then b minus c, it will be c minus b, so that will be minus 1. If the difference between bc is 1, so the difference between c and b will be minus 1. So this is the next smallest thing it can have. 1, 2 are equal, so that 1 becomes 0, and the difference between other is very small. That is the smallest difference in an integer. Two integer you can have is 1. So this is the smallest thing possible. So 1, 1, 1. So it is the 1. So you need mod z. Mod z is root 1. That is 1. Now if you see 10c, if one of the vertices of the square circumscribing this circle. Circle means it is, you can see it is at 1. Taking 1, 0 as a center and root 2 as a radius, you draw a circle. So 2 plus root 3i. 2 plus root 3i. Where it is 1. 2 will be somewhere here because it is 1. This length is root 2. So 2 plus root 3i. So this is one point of the square. So once obviously the square will be something of this fashion. Obviously this is not the square. If this would have been square, this coordinate could have been 1 plus root 2 comma root 2. This height is root 2, this is 1, then again root 2. But this is not the case. They have not given you this point in the first quadrant, this point. So obviously your square is a little tilted. Now you can easily find all these points. This The first one is easy because this is the midpoint. So if you do this plus this divided by 2, then this is done. So z0 plus z2 divided by 2, z0 will give you the center. Center you know. So z2 will be equal to 2 into center plus this. So center is 1 plus 0. So directly you will get it. So that is the benefit of coordinate and complex. Complex you can write it in single stroke, x and y. So this you can got. Now this one, you rotate this vector by 90 degree. So how to rotate a vector by 90 degree? By multiplying by I. Now what is this vector? This minus this. If you simply multiply I, then this position vector will get reflected. It will get 90 degrees shifted through origin. But this is not the vector here. It is not the origin vector. So you cannot directly multiply I with this point. If you multiply this point, then this will be shifted. But I need to shift this line because this is 1. I need to shift this line. I need to find this line. You are getting it now? Suppose this is my another point. Suppose this is my 1 0 and this is 1.z1. I want to shift this one by 90 degree. Now if I directly multiply this one by 90, I will get this one. If I multiply this one by I will get this line. But I need this line. So what you need to do? You need to multiply this vector by I. Okay. And if you want to answer it from here, because your answer should be from here, then also you have to do some manipulation. Okay, let me see. So let us multiply CZ0 by 90 degrees. So CZ0, what is CZ0? This minus this. So 2 plus root 3I minus 1, that you multiplied by 3. But this is you are getting, which vector you are getting? This vector. That is, suppose this is another number Z1 minus 1. This vector is Z1 minus 1. This is not Z1. So you are getting Z1 minus 1 by multiplying I. So you need Z1, that one should be again go that side. You can do it same way this one also. This one if you multiply minus 1, 2 plus root 3I minus 1, this is the vector. This is the vector. You multiply by minus 1, that is I square, because you want to rotate it 180 degrees. So you multiply by I square. So you come here, but that will be equal to again Z2 minus 1. You can do it in that way also. That will give you also this. Similarly here you will multiply with minus I, but you will get Z3 minus 1. So Z3 will be 1. So you got all these four points by just rotating it, multiplying by I. But you have to be careful while multiplying. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.